All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our Zoom with Nick Singleton. As always, please raise your hand and I will unmute you. To get through everyone, please limit your turn to one question. Start with Rich Garcella.
Morning, Nick. How are you today? Hello?
It looks like he dropped off the Zoom, so we'll
Okay.
get him back in a sec.
Paul, we're here with Nick. Sorry.
Greg, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Rich.
Okay. Hey, Nick, thanks for doing this. James Franklin was talking about you and Katron yesterday about your styles and different things. And I was just wondering, can you compare running over a defender to making him miss? Which one do you gain more satisfaction from?
For me, I feel like running someone over, let them know like I'm here all night. Let them get scared. So like next time they'll think about trying to tackle you. So I love it.
Greg Pickle.
Nick, good morning. Thanks for your time. Nick, when you look at Ohio State's defense on film, what things have jumped out to you so far during the week?
Yeah, Ohio State obviously they're a good team. Defense all around is really good. Linebackers, they play fast. They're really smart players. D-line, they make a lot of noise. No, really the corners and the safeties, they play the ball really well. So, it's a good test for us this weekend, but we're ready.
Tyler Donahue.
Big Ten championship scenarios. I think we've all established that.
Sorry, I think it's someone talking in the background.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Thank you. Hey Nick, how you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Curious how you feel physically midway through the season, and ready to take on the second half. It seems like Penn State's done a good job of getting you and Katron to the sideline when the score gets out of hand.
Yeah, for sure. I don't feel like I'm good throughout the second half of the season. I've always been taking care of my body every time after the game. So, trying to stay healthy, help my team win. So the whole team feels healthy. So we just can't wait for this weekend.
Seth Engel.
Nick, James talked a little bit yesterday about how teams are stacking the box more to kind of counter your run. Is that something that you've noticed every week? And what's the key to finding success on the ground when teams know you're going to run the ball?
Yeah, we've been seeing it throughout the whole season. Obviously, Coach Sires been telling us about it. Just to keep the pace, we feel like just getting them dirty runs, 4 or 5 yards. It's just being efficient. As long as we win in two, like that's all that matters. So just staying on pace, that's our really goal.
Frank Bodani.
Hi, Nick. This year, right now, compared to last year at this point, how are you different as a runner? How are things different for you on the field? I mean, they look different maybe in some ways for us watching. How would you kind of break that down?
Yeah, I'll probably say last year, obviously, there were more bigger holes, I feel like, for us to be more explosive in the run game. Obviously, now everybody's defending us because what we did last year. So, just keeping the pace, getting them 4 or 5 yard runs. They're not bad runs, obviously good runs too. So, we're just trying to be efficient to be able to win the game. So, yeah.
Johnny Collins.
Hey, Nick, Coach talked yesterday about kind of embracing what you guys are as an offense. How would you describe what you feel this offense is, what the identity is, and is that something that kind of developed itself through the season?
Yeah, I feel like our identity can be anything. We can run the ball, we can pass the ball. Up front has been a really good job. Our line's been doing a heck of a job this year. Receivers catching the ball. Us at the backfield being complete backs. Obviously running the ball, blocking for the quarterback, catching out the backfield. So, we can do anything on offense. So we've been really good.
Joe Smeltzer.
Hi, Nick. Thanks for taking the time. So yesterday, Coach Franklin, you mentioned Ohio State's linebackers, and he spoke very highly of Tommy Ikenberg. What have you seen from him in the film you've watched and playing against him last year too? What has stuck out to you about Tommy Ikenberg and the way he played?
Yeah, he's obviously a good player, even from last year. He caused a lot of problems last year, but just seeing him on film, he's obviously a physical player. He comes down the hill, he's gonna hit you. So we gotta be prepared for him, but he's obviously a good player, so we gotta watch out for him.
Joel Haas.
Hey Nick, obviously you guys have a huge matchup coming up on Saturday, top 10 matchup. A lot of people are going to be watching. You got college game day, big noon kickoff, everything like that. How do you sort of deal with the pressure and the expectations and not let it, overwhelm you?
Yeah, just taking it one day at a time. Having a plan like Coach Franklin says every day, how to get better, just being that 1% better every day. So, we can't wait for Saturday, but we just got to take one game at a time, just get better every day.
Rich Garcella.
Nick, Coach also said that he feels like you and Katron are playing very well. And I was just wondering, how would you assess your performance against UMass? It seemed like you had like a bunch of runs, like 7-8 yards. And I was just wondering, is that the best that you have felt this season?
I'll probably say, yeah, getting them yards. Like you said, like Coach Franklin, Coach Sider always says, 4 or 5 yards, just staying on pace, getting first downs, moving the ball down the field. We're just trying to slow down all these defenses, so like we could throw it outside with the tight ends, receivers. As long as we win games, that's what all matters to me. But just trying to keep on pace.
Donahue.
Nick, Jaywan Slater talked to us a little bit on last Thursday about the 2 freshmen in your room and what they're doing behind the scenes, how they're staying patient. What have you seen from Cam and London since they got to campus? And, putting yourself in their shoes, having to watch all this football instead of playing all this football on Saturdays, how are they able to maximize this first year, even if they're not getting in games?
Yeah, Cam and London, they've been doing a good job ever since they stepped on campus. They've been patient. They've been giving good looks throughout the whole season. So when their time comes, I know they're going to shine. So they've been doing good so far. They just got to keep it up.
Frank Poop. Joe Smeltzer.
Nick, how would you describe Coach Sider for people that don't know him, and what has he meant to you in your time at Penn State?
Yeah, Coach Sider, he's obviously a great coach, even better person. He coaches hard, which I like that too. He coaches the small details. He's overall a good coach, man. You can go to him and talk about really anything. And he obviously one of the reasons why I came here to Penn State. So, having that relationship with him outside of football, it just means a lot to me. So he's obviously a good person.
Rich Garcella.
Nick, you've played in several big games while at Penn State. What have you learned from those experiences that you can apply Saturday?
What do you mean? Like
you've played against Ohio State, Michigan, Utah. What did you learn, or did you learn anything from those games that you can apply towards Saturday? Those big game experiences.
Yeah, them big game experiences. Teams like obviously Ohio State. It's gonna be a 4-quarter game. So we gotta come out, have a fast start, and obviously finish strong throughout the whole game. So you just gotta be ready for that.
Frank Podani.
Nick, how would you say you're a better running back now than you were, say, in the summer, beginning of the season? Is there anything yet the second half that you think you want to do better, differently than the first half?
Yeah, I felt like obviously catching the backfield. I've been working that out throughout the whole summer. I feel like I got better with that. Obviously blocking, running between the holes, being more patient as a running back. But there's stuff to improve on still. I know I'm not perfect, but just keep developing my game. Obviously, pass pro. Obviously still running routes, catch out the backfield, stuff like that.
Tyler Donahue.
Nick, if I could ask you about another one of your teammates in the running back room. Trey Potts played a lot of football elsewhere in the Big Ten. Probably could have played it for other teams where you and Katron didn't exist in the room. What do you think about his competitive nature, making the decision to to join you guys, and how has he kind of adapted in this transition?
Yeah, Trey's been outstanding ever since he came at Penn State. You know, even you saw at Northwestern, next man up. He had no problem with that. There's no downfall between any of us. So he came out, he played his butt off. Special teams, offense, he does whatever to get on the field to help our team win. So he's really a team player. I love him to death. That's my man. So he's been really good.
Daniel Gallen.
Nick, you touched on the receiving a little bit ago. You know, how much of an emphasis was that for you this off season, and you know, how much more comfortable do you feel, you know, with that aspect of your game so far this year?
Yeah, I feel like I'm comfortable with it. I still can improve on it a little bit more. But just doing that throughout the summer, I feel like it helped. You know, just trying to be a complete back and just help my team win games. Just do all that.
Joe Lister.
Hey Nick, thanks for taking the time to do this. Rich kind of beat me to this question, but what do you remember from Ohio State last year, and what did you take away from that experience?
Yeah, that game was crazy last year. Ohio State, they're a good team. You know, we played literally 4 quarters to like the last minute. Like I said, we got to finish strong. Obviously, start fast too, because you know Ohio State, they're not gonna let down. They're gonna be hyped throughout the whole week, even Saturday. So you know, we got to have the same energy.
Joe Smelter.
Nick, the last time Penn State beat Ohio State is obviously one of the most famous games in Penn State history. As a PA guy, what do you remember from that game? Where were you during it, and what are just your memories of the block kick, the return for a touchdown, getting that big upset win? What do you remember from that?
Yeah, I wasn't a recruit then. I think I was probably back at home watching the game. Just the atmosphere was crazy. I was a whiteout. You know, the block hit was probably one of the craziest things I ever saw. So, you know, that made them win the game and later on go to Big Ten championship, I think. So, you know, we're going to be hyped going throughout this weeks and going to this game. So I can't wait.
Time for 2 more. Rich Scarcella.
Nick, Coach Franklin also said this yesterday, that the way you guys are running, that the big runs, the long runs will come. And I was just wondering, how would you describe your patience right now to get a big run?
Yeah, I feel like I'm patient. You know, Coach Sider always tells me, Katron, Trey, really the whole running back room, long runs are coming. Just be patient. Get them 4 or 5 yards. Just stay paced. Keep getting first downs, move the ball down the field. And just, we're trying to score, start fast, all that. So, you know, I'm patient with it. As long as we win it, like I said, I'm good.
Alvaro Torres.
Hi, Nick. Thank you for your time, and I hope you're having a great day. Well, how do you feel like your relationship with Gatron Allen has evolved throughout these 2 seasons, and how much do you help each other to be better on the field?
Yeah, me and Katron, our relationship is really good. That's obviously my roommate too. So that you just tell like how good a relationship we have. But you know, on and off the field, we do everything together. We just feed off each other. We compete with each other. It just makes us better. So, you know, we go out the sideline, see what type of looks we are. We just talk off the field. So, you know, our relationship is really good, man. So, yeah.